God, God. Me a panic, me a panic, me a panic. People, me a panic. Who me attack? I don't know. I don't business. Me just a panic. And me don't want problems. I don't want problems. I seriously don't want problems. But me a panic. Why me a panic? All right, I've learned. God put me through training, and I learned when I sense change is coming. Change is coming. Now here's the thing. Oh God. Me I talk to God now. Come out of it. Okay? Come out of my business. Even though I'm showing you all my business, me I talk to God. Okay? God. God. Okay? You put me through the storm, okay? The problems. And I see the purpose behind it now. Then did I see it then? No. But I see it now. God, I thank you. I thank you for the problems that educate me to my wisdom that I am now. Wise, aware, not delulu, not stupid, not naive anymore. Okay? So I thank you. I thank you for the storm that educated me. No, me don't want no more. Okay, God, I don't want it anymore. Please, please. We are on a good path. We're on a good path. I see your vision because, like, you see literal tears. It's real tears. Let me talk back to God. I'm not talking to you. Shh. Okay, so God, we are on a path where you actually give me the dream of the promise without the promises. And I thank you. But I sense change. I sense change. Now, sensing change, I don't know what it means. I don't know if it's going to be an elevation of more of the dream of the promise where I'm living in the promise without the promises, because a lot of the promises depend on people and people have free will and they choose not to. But here I am living the dream or the plan I had for the promises, okay, and still executing it on minimum wage or less than that, or you get it, because God guide me on these purchases and so on. What am I talking about? Okay, let me talk to you now before I talk back to God. What am I talking about? Back in 2021, I was living in my car, tweeting all over Twitter. I will find a tweet and I will share it sometime in the future. And I was there daydreaming and what do you call it? Thinking out loud, where I was like, when I get the promises, I will buy what I had before, but elevated or something like that. Okay. So I had a lot of stuff growing up or growing up in Canada from 16 to whatever age I am now. So, anyways, 95 to 99% of the things I had were hand me downs or thrifted stuff. I am proud of these things. I'm not saying I don't want, but I could, on one hand, count the amount of times I bought something brand new. And many times also it was secondhand. Not many times when I bought something for myself, as I said, it was secondhand, thrifted, or whatever. But rarely I bought something brand new. With time, I choose quality over quantity. Like right now, if you see my closet, not there and there. I only buy what I need. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I was like, I want to buy some of the things that I had in the past because I love it. Hello, any clothes I have that I love, I overwear it. Okay, I don't business about this trend where you only see somebody wear this once. No. If I love the feel, the style, the whatever, I am wearing it till it drop dead upon me. Okay, I am overwearing that shit. Okay, that is how I am. Okay, so I had a lot of stuff I loved. Okay, and here I am. on minimum wage, paying my own rent. Yes, bitch, on my own. Cut off everybody. Everybody get cut off. I don't business no more because God educated me. God even showed me some plots that we're plotting recently, and I was like, all right, that's the final straw. I'm not even gonna react. I'm just gonna cut off. Okay, so I cut off everybody. So I'm living a life where I have no backup. Okay, because God asked me to not have backup, which means I'm literally depending on Him. And then He showed me where I could have, something, a solution come up. But still, I like this life. Do I want to stay in this life or do I want the promises? I want the promises. Okay, all of it is still stressful. All of the promises is still stressful. Do I want all the stressful? But the life that I will live, I kind of prefer than the one I live now, and definitely than the one I lived and left behind. Okay. Now, what am I trying to say? I sense change. Okay. I am literally buying things because of God's guidance. You're gonna ask me how you know it's God and blah blah blah. I will tell you another time or in the books, okay? But right now, just understand, I am shopping with God telling me buy this shit or don't buy this shit. Some things I want to buy and God's like don't. And some things I'm like, God, me no want to spend off my money. I'm a little savings just in case me lose my job. God's like, just trust me. And I bought expensive shit. Okay? Expensive shit that end up getting discounted. Okay? Discounted significantly. Okay? So people think I'm flexing when in reality I'm like, you don't know how much I paid. But at the same time I'm like, I could have bought 10 knockoff version or 10 cheaper version or 10 other. So I say it still falls in my value, which is quality over quantity. So I'm not complaining. I'm just kind of like, God, I don't want to live this life. So, back to feeling the change. I'm feeling change. Okay, guys? I'm feeling change. I know when I feel this, change always comes. Okay? The last time I feel this change was right before the Ireland Marva called police upon me. I was in the hospital again. Story, you want to figure out the story, go to my website where I said no authority points. The amount of time they cover since me saying I'm going to trust God for promises, okay? Trusting God for promises, and they're calling me mentally ill, okay? Story on that, go do your research. Now, as I said, I sense change, and the last time I sensed change was before that. And you know what happened? That happened. And when that happened, it led to the life I live that I enjoy. The life where I'm living the dream of the promise. Okay? The dream, as in, when God told me this is a promise, this is what I dreamed. Okay? I'm living a part of the dream of the promise without the promise. Okay? Because of their bullshit. Did I like the bullshit? Did I like the storm that I went through to lead to here? No. So, I'm here to publicly talk to God and be like, God, my sense change. Please, make sure it's not a thing bad. I know sometimes the bad lead to the good, but me tired. Like, I don't want the bad, even though it leads to the good. And I really don't want, because the only thing I can think of is I cut off everybody, and I am not. I burnt those fucking bridges for a reason, and I'm not going to try and rebuild them, okay? So if I'm cutting those bridges completely off, and bad happens, that eventually it's good, but the bad that I can think of is homeless with the bunch of shit I have put on myself trying to be obedient to God. As in, I've got, like, when I first moved out and lived on my own, I was strategically trying to make sure I have only just enough that if I have to pack up my shit and go live in a shelter, I could do so and lose very little. And because of obedience to God, the Heavenly Father, I got shit to lose. Am I going to be like heartbroken? No, but I could have saved that money or not have those loans. Okay. So, yes, I have loans, but I can pay that shit because I have a job. Okay. Okay. So, the people are going to be like, see, she's irresponsible. She has loans. I have a job and I can pay that shit. Fuck you. And a loan to make sure I pay off my student loan too, because they were going for my wages too. But that's a story that I shared on my website. Okay? Okay. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to the fucking point. God. I sense change. Please don't make me a bad one. Please. I am begging you. Like, this is sincere. For those who are wondering if this is performative shit and new to whatever I'm posting, no. I've been through shit from 2021. This is a highlight of my life, maybe my whole fucking life. My whole 2 years of life on this earth, okay? Okay? So, I sense change. I sense something's about to happen. I just hope it's a good one. I spent 11 minutes trying to explain to y'all my frustration, and I'm just trying to express myself because I can't hold it back in. And I did say I'm not gonna post anymore, but I just had to share this and then go back to fuck you, motherfuckers. But yes. I'm nervous and anxious and everything, but at the same time, fuck you, motherfuckers. I am a drama queen, but this is all genuine frustration and confusion and don't know what the fuck is going to happen.